Hello, and welcome to Corks and Cauldron, where two friends uncork a bottle, cast a few spells, and dive deep into fantasy books and theories. I'm Gabby.
And I'm Jen. Quick disclaimer, this is an adult podcast about adult books. So expect some spicy language, spicy content. It's coming, guys.
We promise.
And spicy spoilers.
So now let's pour a drink, grab a snack, and get started. Today we're covering chapters 10 through 19 of Gleam. So this is book 3.
3.
And we're not getting spice in this set of chapters, but it is coming. We promise. Jen, what did you make for us today?
We made something called Buchteln Buns. And I know I'm not saying that right. So if you know how to say it right, let me know, please.
Nicely
But
let her know.
I don't care if you're nice about it. It's fine, guys. Don't worry. They are a sweet roll, like a sweet dinner roll, not like Texas Roadhouse sweet with the butter covered on top of it, but actually sweet. Like I could roll it out and use it for cinnamon roll dough.
Okay.
And these are really yummy. The recipe I have makes 16 of them. If you measure them correctly, which I did not, it's okay. But it's a pretty basic. If you like to bake, it is a fairly basic recipe. I did put grams and cups on here because I like to use grams when I'm measuring my flour and my sugar.
Well, it's supposed to be more accurate that way, right?
Because it's more accurate that way. It's kind of hard to measure eggs, though, so it is still just 2 eggs, guys.
Yeah.
And, you've got yeast, flour, sugar, milk, sour cream, and a pinch of salt. And you're going to mix that all together. I will put the instructions on the episode, guys. I'm not going to walk you through them. This is a dough that has to rise, so mix everything together. You let it rise. You cut it into little balls of dough and put them in a 9x13 pan together, and then let it rise again. And then you're going to bake them and then put powdered sugar on top of them. And the reason I picked these is because we're in the Fifth Kingdom now. Everything in the Fifth Kingdom is sweet. Everything. All the food. All the drinks.
Like everything's covered in sugar.
I'm pretty sure the water is sugared.
Yeah. Kool-Aid.
Speaking of which. No, I'm just kidding. But, I mean, no, that is... Anyway, but that's what I made. And they are yummy. And Gabby got a picture of them, but did not get to eat any of them.
Nope. Because I live 50 miles away.
But what are we drinking with them? Please don't say Kool-Aid.
We're not drinking Kool-Aid. Well, I guess you could call it like adult Kool-Aid. I guess for really trying. We're drinking neutrals tonight because the Fifth and Fourth Kingdom are neutral allies now. And definitely not just because this is what I had in the fridge and we're recording after work.
Chapter 10.
Chapter 10.
Gleam. Do we need to remind you where we were before we started this?
No, they had another episode to listen to.
All right.
They're binge listening to us.
That's fair.
We're super professional. Anyway, we open chapter 10 with Oren sneaking around and realizing that sneaking around is much harder than Lou made her believe.
And it would be even more hard if the guards were good.
Sure. Yeah. The guards suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Oren's not good at sneaking around. She's fucking gold. There's no camouflage.
And it's a winter area, so it's really no camouflage.
Extra no camouflage. Yeah. Yeah, so she's attempting to sneak around. She's exploring the castle grounds. Remember, she's got 2 quests that she's working on here. One, she needs to gild everything she can for Risa.
Yes.
To hold up that side of the bargain. And 2, she wants to escape. She needs to know, like, how to move around so she can get out.
Yep.
And go ahead.
I was going to say, and while she's walking around, of course, she's thinking, because what else are you going to do when you don't have earbuds and Spotify?
Yeah, she's just going to be alone with her own thoughts? That sounds terrible. Oh, God.
It's great.
No,
it's good for you. It's healthy.
I put in my headphones when I went to go to the grocery store tonight. But Oren doesn't get any of that.
No, what she gets is thinking about Rip and how betrayed she feels and how he was almost her. He was her almost more.
She had a lot of hope with him. And I think she's finally realizing that. And she's also, she's thinking about Lou and the wrath and, the perception that she had
Oh.
of them, because the Fourth Kingdom does have this, like, wicked reputation of just being ruthless, and I don't know, he calls them the Wrath. That's not exactly a buzzy, welcoming group name. That's not Bowling for Soup. It's not All American Rejects. That's the
True.
Wrath. Like, but yeah, so she's all up in her thoughts, and I'm not gonna say she's spiraling. I don't think she's spiraling yet.
No. She's definitely wandering around though, and in her thoughts.
So she's not
She's not really.
learning anything. She's
No.
too far in her thoughts to like keep track of where landmarks are and where guards are and where anybody but her is.
I mean, and that's what gets her attention. She's walking around. So she's walking around the grounds. She's over by the greenhouses, which by their description are giant. Really long glass houses. We're doing this direction thing. Yeah. And she hears voices, which ends up being two guards, but it attracts her attention to a horse.
Yep, a horse that's being
And
lunged.
yes, it's being lunged and side of a stable, and Gabby is going to tell us what the heck lunging is.
So for your non-horse folk, lunging, the easiest way to say it is like you're standing in the middle and you have a really, really long lead on the horse, and the horse is just going around in a circle with you in the middle. It's a way to exercise the horse without you getting on it. It's a way for them to get their kicks out before you get on them. And it's a good way to like see the horse move too, so you can check for illness, lameness, stiffness, any of that stuff. So it's a good like training / warm up kind of thing that you see a lot of young horses, especially, get lunged first.
And that's why people are always standing around watching them to see if they're healthy.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay.
That's not why I lean against fences and watch cowboys, but
Okay. We were talking about horses, but you can talk about cowboys if you want. Or even better, let's talk about Ravager.
Ravager apparently can pull off a good pair of Wranglers. Orin is checking him out. Like, I don't think she even realizes that she's checking him out or who it is at first.
But it is one of her bright sides.
Does she know who it is at first?
Oh, yeah. She said she would know his body anywhere.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, so she's just ogling his bootay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like Jen said, it was one of her bright sides. Orin says something like bright side, he can sure wear a pair of pants. And then Rip noticed like
he feels somebody watching
him right away, and his spine stiffens, he stands up a little bit straighter. He knows who's watching him too. I swear he knows, because they're mates, and you can't talk me out of this.
He sees her aura.
See?
Orin's aura. And
yeah.
We're going to go with that, please. Just let me go with that.
Anyway, Rip turns around, and he's standing next to someone, and that someone turns around, and that's also Rip, but not Rip. So you have Rip and not Rip standing next to each other.
Ravager and Rip standing next to each other. So the king and the commander. Although, let's talk about this, guys, because you know what? We found out in the end of the last book, like literally the end of the last book, that Rip is Ravager and Ravager is Rip, and Rip and Ravager are Slade.
And Slade is Rip and Ravager.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So they are all one together.
Yeah.
So to
how
see
are
them
there two
separate,
of them?
To see them separate, we're now in fake Rip territory, and that's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's going to be confusing. I would, if I was Orin, I would have been like, did I hit my head on something? Why am I seeing two of you? But of course, the OG Ravager is smirking because he knows exactly what's going on, and he knows how much confusion is happening in Orin's head right now. And he's a little flattered. She was just checking him out. And who doesn't like to be checked out, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like that little bit of, and it's like a nice ego boost.
Yeah.
Especially when that person hides and then decides to peek out again and sees you smirking and staring right at them because
But then Orin finally gets the courage to step out and go talk to him, and he shakes his head. Turns out there's two guards that are coming up that she completely missed because she's a terrible spy.
She just kind of forgot about him, and you would have too. Let's be honest.
Fair.
If you were staring at his butt, and then he was staring at you, flirting.
And then there was two of them.
And
don't forget the fact that there's two of them.
which puts her in a why choose situation.
I mean, and of all the why chooses.
Sorry, wait.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't happen. Sorry, guys.
That is a fanfic waiting to happen.
It really is. The two guards, though, that she heard originally are coming toward her, and they are very close.
Yeah.
Like, so close that she can't hide now. Plus, she is standing
in front
by
of
a
glass.
greenhouse. It's glass. So she's looking around and she notices it's like an old tower stairwell thing.
I'm picturing like the spiral staircases, like in the old.
Oh, see, I was just picturing
like straight up
wooden rickety stairs that
I
run
bet
up
yours
to the
more
tower.
accurate. Yeah. Especially given the description. Yeah.
And she runs up and almost bips it on a patch of ice.
Yeah.
But manages to get herself through the door, which happens to be unlocked.
Magic.
Just in time. Which brings us to our second bright side. I got back in the castle without any of the guards seeing me.
So she's feeling all sneaky. Like, she's all proud of herself.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, like, girl, you're not doing that great.
No. If he hadn't have said anything, she absolutely would have gotten caught.
Yeah, 100%. Anyway, so she bursts through this door that is magically unlocked and ends up in, like, an antechamber.
Yeah.
Which
is like a long hall, guys.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy.
Just a hall with benches.
Doors on either side. It's like the hallway in your nightmares, Nope, just me? Okay.
I have Rubbermaid tubs. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so she's going through, she's trying all the doors, and they're all locked. So this antechamber is, like, worthless, basically. It got her away from the guards, and that's about it.
And it also explains why the door was unlocked.
Yeah, where else are you going to go? Yeah, yeah. And then she finally puts her ribbons to good use and breaks into a door. She unlocks it. Like,
the very last door at the end of the hall.
It's like she knew.
And she ends up in the best place in the world.
Library.
The library.
The royal library.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Anyway, the royal library that she's not supposed to be in because she is not royalty and she is merely a saddle.
And could not even get an appointment to get in.
Not even get an appointment. That's right. Yeah. So it's dark and damp and not a cozy library.
And books are on chains.
And dusty.
So that you can't steal them.
Yeah. So that's rude and weird. Like,
no trust. It's like people are going to steal books or something.
But not all the books are chained.
True.
So she starts, like, poking around, seeing what's out there. She does make a comment that she would probably not find a romance book in there.
Nesta would be disappointed.
Nesta would never let that stand. But Nesta would somehow make the castle her BFF, so.
True.
There's that. Okay, so she's looking around. She's looking for a place to, like, hide her.
She's looking for a hidey hole for her stuff that she's already gilded.
Her gilded contraband.
She wants to hide the pipe and the rag.
Yeah. Somewhere, because she can't hide them in her room because Midas. She can't hide them anywhere in the castle, really, because
Midas.
Yeah. So she's got to find the dark corner in the castle.
Yeah.
To hide all this stuff. So while she's looking for that, she finds a forbidden book. I know. It's dark, like a black leather bound, and all she can see is that it says Fae on the spine. Or red leather. Sorry, not black leather, red leather. But yeah, that's everything Fae was supposed to have been destroyed. So to find this forbidden Fae book.
It's like the fates dropped it in there for her.
It's like the fates dropped it for her.
And it's not even chained. Because the chain has fallen off.
Because it's so old.
Yeah. So what do you do in a library when you see something like this?
You steal it.
You check it out. But Orin, however, does steal it.
Yeah, we are not condoning stealing. Don't steal things, guys.
Especially not from the library, because those are really...
We need libraries, yes. So she steals this book. She hides it away, like in her coat pocket or something.
Sticks in her pocket.
Yep. So that's why the patriarchy doesn't want us to have pockets. It's because we're stealing books. And then the librarian pulls out, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah, she hears footsteps and she tries to run away from them. So of course she runs to the light, which Okay.
She
She
is not a
runs to the
spy. She
light
is not a trained spy.
and runs into a scribe sitting there working on his life's work. I don't know, what do scribes do? They work on their life's work.
They describe things.
Yes, and he is not nice.
He's a dick.
He's kind of a dick. So
Yeah. And he immediately throws her out because she's not noble. He throws out a couple insults like, despite your nickname, this library is far more precious than you are, which is like rude.
But he does give her an excellent idea.
He does tell her to go back to the saddle wing.
Where you belong.
Yeah, yep. And Oren's like, you know what? Okay, I will.
Side note, he also still would not let her get an appointment to get into the library.
I know.
Which
How
cracked
rude
me
is
up.
that?
So that ends chapter 10. And into chapter 11, we have Oren deciding to go find the saddle wing. So she's still wandering around the castle, sneaking and not getting caught. Have we mentioned that these guards are terrible?
Yeah, the guards suck.
Yeah. So she is wandering around the halls of Ranhold, trying to find the saddle wing and kind of in her mind plotting out the lay of the castle. She does finally find the saddle wing, and she knows it's the saddle wing because there are two guards sitting on chairs at a door, and one of them is listening.
Like,
And
has his ear up to the door.
yes, and is giving the other one, a play-by-play. I think I can hear moaning. Do you think that all they do all day is fuck? And they're talking about it's so much better than having to be at the North Tower, which I would have to agree because you're inside.
Right.
And I don't think that if you're on a tower, you have a stool.
Right.
And you're definitely not listening to saddles.
And they also compare the saddles. They say that Midas's
Yes.
saddles are much better than King Folk's saddles.
Exactly. They really like the redhead.
Yeah.
So Oren walks up to them and they're like, we can't let you in. And she gives them her best withering look and is like, I am the king's favored saddle. And they finally let her in. And she walks into another hallway. Excuse me. She walks into a hallway.
Hallways on hallways.
Yes, everything has a hallway here. And one of the openings has an area that's got these egg chairs that are hanging from the ceiling that have room for multiple people. And there's pillows, and there's a little table with food, and there's little lounging areas. And they call them chaise lounges, but I've always just called it a fainting couch.
Same thing.
I think that they're the same.
Yeah.
And she starts looking around for Rissa. And instead, she is so lucky, she finds Polly.
Polly. And Polly is holding court. Like, she's elevated, and she's got different saddles, like, all around her. Because Polly is the dew dealer?
The dew controller, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the dew distributor?
There you go.
Yeah.
And she is talking to her friends. I think Rosh and...
Not missed. Isis is one?
Isis, and then there's another one whose name I can't remember.
Yeah, but we only meet her this once, so.
But, so they're all sitting there, and she's like, what are you doing here? To Oren. And Oren says, I'm looking for Rissa. And she's like, why? It's not like you're friends.
Rude, Polly.
And Oren's like, how would you know? And she's like, because Rissa is my friend. And I've thought about this, okay? I didn't realize you could only have the one friend.
Well, why do you think I don't talk to anyone else other than you?
That is a bold-faced lie. For both of us. But I was just like, that's so weird.
But Polly and Rissa went up the ranks together.
Yes.
They entered into Midas's saddle contract at the same time, and they learned to work really well together. And I think in Polly's mind, you can't be friends with Polly and be friends with Oren.
That's okay. That might also be the dew talking.
It probably is the dew talking.
Should we talk about the dew?
Let's talk about the dew. Let's do the dew.
I don't want to do the dew, but dew is a drug that...
I think we decided it's kind of like shrooms.
I think so, because it's natural.
It's natural,
and it has to grow
in damp and dank
area.
Place. And it needs like dark, damp, basement-y kind of vibes. So, and it relaxes you, and it's an aphrodisiac. And it just makes you horny.
It definitely makes you horny. And the mender gave it to Midas's saddles when they first got there because of the trauma that they had to go through with the Fourth Army and the Red Raids. The
But remember,
trauma.
just because the saddles weren't abused doesn't mean they had the same experience as Orin with the Red Raids.
True.
Or with the Fourth Kingdom, I should say.
Anyone, actually, either
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And
So,
but this is the first time Oren's ever heard of dew, and she 100% does not like it.
no. Orin took dare class and paid attention and is not about drugs.
Yeah, and she's like, I can't believe you're going to get caught with that. And Rissa's like, who's going to catch us? And then Oren finds out that Midas has been giving it to them. Midas specifically gave it to Rissa.
Yep. No, to Polly.
Polly, my bad, guys. It's not
Yes.
Rissa.
Midas specifically gave it to Polly. When did Midas give Polly this most recent batch?
Last night.
Literally crawled out of Oren's bed to go to Polly's bed and give her dew.
I mean, she probably went to his bed, but yes, potato, I know.
Yeah, splitting hairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, Polly has to rub that into Oren's face because she's a bitch.
I mean, on the plus side, Oren doesn't want Midas anymore.
That's not the point. She doesn't want anyone else to want Midas either.
I think Midas should just, I'm sorry, I can't say that. It's not nice.
Too soon.
It's not nice.
It is not nice. But anyway.
Oren does try and look for Rissa, and the other saddles are not helpful. They decide to just take some dew
and bang each other.
Start having a little orgy together.
Yep.
There's a lot of moaning going on and grinding and stuff.
Yep.
Which is not the spicy scene, guys. Thank you for being concerned for us, because that is not the spicy scene. Although
you get Yeah. We get some, I'll call it PG-13 spice.
Yeah.
In this set of chapters.
Because they show us, well, they don't show us because we're reading a book, guys. In your mind, you can see it, especially if you see pictures of a couple of folks' saddles that are so addicted to it, they're just laying on the ground pleasuring themselves.
Yep.
In some pillows.
Their eyes are glazed over.
Yeah, they don't even know where they're at. They just know that what they're doing feels good, and
that's all they want.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's kind of depressing, actually.
Dew is this country's main source of income, is what I'm going to say. Yeah.
Yeah. That and saddles.
Mm-hmm. So no wonder Midas likes it there so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rissa does end up showing up, though, and she's also like Oren. She hasn't touched the dew. They paid attention to dare class. They're not doing the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
She's clear-eyed, cold, and calculated. She's ready to talk business.
Business is important, so let's do that.
Yep.
So, Oren and Rissa move away from the moaning because I can't imagine that that's not distracting. And they are discussing, first off, Oren is like, it's going to be hard for me to bring you stuff because Midas tracks everything. Because Rissa wants the money. She wants the gold so that she can take it into town, because she thinks she can take it to like a blacksmith who will melt it down for her
and turn it into
coin. When the truth is, and Oren drops this one on her, if she takes it into town, someone's going to tell Midas.
Yep. Rissa hates that Oren is right, but she acknowledges.
Yeah.
They're in a new country. Rissa doesn't have the connections that she used to have. It's
And then Oren says, I will keep getting you the gilded items as long as you don't go through Midas to leave, because he's never going to believe that you earned.
Yeah, he's never going to let you buy out your contract.
He's never going to let you.
It's not going to happen.
And Rissa's like, I have to go through him or I'll never be able to leave. He will hunt me down. And she's not wrong, because he doesn't like when people take his toys.
Nope.
As we have already seen.
Yeah. So both women are right in their own ways.
They are. But Oren is talking to her and she's like, all right, we have to have a new deal. And Rissa's like, okay. And she's like, Rissa, your job is to find transportation out.
Yep. Get us out somehow.
And I will find an exit for you so that you can leave. Oh, and by the way, I'm coming with you.
BT dubs.
And to make her feel better about the bombshell that she just dropped, she does give her a fully gilded apple.
Well, and then she's like, if I go with you, I can gild things along the way, and I can keep supplying you with gold.
Yes. And Rissa's like, can you do it that far away from Midas? Because Rissa still thinks that
Yeah.
She is stealing the power from Midas.
Yep. So they broker that new deal. Neither one is super happy about it, which is how you know it's a good deal.
Yeah, pretty much. Nobody got what they wanted, so it's cool.
Yeah. All right,
But
chapter
that's a lot of
12.
trust.
It's a lot of
So,
trust. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. And then chapter 12, Orange trying to go back to her room.
She's
At least that's what
trying.
her plan is.
Yep.
And she walks out of the saddles area and into Schofield.
Literally, like, poor Schofield. He just wants to do his job. He just wants to be a guard. He just wants to keep an eye on her.
He just wants to take, he's like Digby Light,
He's a
guys.
Digby Light. Yeah.
At least right now. He's
Correct.
Digby Light.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's stressed. He's out of breath. He's anxiety ridden. And he's
Yeah.
just like, where have you been? What are you doing? Let's get you back to your room. And Oren's like, I could have been napping. Like, what's the big deal?
And he's just staring at her like, are you kidding me?
You're clearly
You're
not
right
happy.
here. You know, and she's like, why did you even go look for me in the first place? And he's like, because you weren't answering me.
The other guards thought you were just ignoring me, but I didn't trust you.
And she was like, I could have been napping. They could have been right. You should have listened to them. And he's just standing there like,
bitch, you're right in front of me.
like, this is the worst gaslighting ever, guys. However, she's like, let's just get me back to my room before.
Like, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, before. Come on, let's get me back before Midas figures out that I escaped on your watch, Schofield.
Yep. Yep.
Poor Schofield.
Poor Schofield. So they make it back to her room.
Yep.
And guess who's there? It's not Hojat.
Midas.
It's Midas.
It's Midas.
The one thing she was trying to avoid.
And he's just waiting. He gets in there, and Schofield's like, you know he is.
Yep.
You can just see it. His poor head drops, and he's got a migraine.
The disappointed dad look is just like, listen, guy, I tried. All right. You try keeping track of her.
So as soon as Schofield leaves her in the room and shuts the door, so it's just her and Midas, and then it starts.
The manipulation.
Yeah. He's mad. Midas is upset and disappointed. And what does she think she's doing?
And he just wants to keep everyone safe from her.
I'm doing this for your own protection. And she's like, I told you that we're not going to lock this door.
We had a deal. You weren't going to put me in a cage. You weren't going to lock the door.
Yeah.
I was going to have my freedom.
And he does the whole bullshit of, I let you out of your cage. And she was like, no, sir. I let me out of my cage.
Good for her.
And
I love that she's standing her ground here.
Like, there's a lot of bickering back and forth about, you've changed and you're acting like a brat.
I'll show you, brat.
She finally snaps and is like, you can't stop me. And you know, he's visualizing that door from the cage landing on him and messing up his outfit, because that's the part that's concerning for him.
Well, yeah, he can't get dirty. He's a king. Kings don't get dirty.
What if one of his 6 buttons fell off? Did you think about that?
I did not.
Did you, Oren?
Nope.
No.
That is definitely on us girlies.
Yeah.
How dare we? But so we're all team Oren, right? Like, all of us girlies are cheering her on for, like, standing her ground and not giving in to the patriarchy and basically giving Midas a big old fuck you. And then
finally standing up for herself.
And choosing herself. Mm-hmm. Which she's needed to do since page 1. But then he drops something in her hand. And it's something small. Of course, it's gold, but it's a little pin that the guards wear on their outfits. And
he tells her something about, remember how you told me that your guard was dead, that you lost him at the Red Braids, and she immediately goes to Sale.
Yeah, because she did lose Sale.
Yeah,
and Sale was with the Red Raids, like actively with the Red. Because remember, Digby rode off ahead trying to figure out what was going on. And
what happened to the scout that they sent out originally. Yeah. Turns out Digby saw what happened with the Red Raids and made the executive decision, because he's older and wiser, to go get help from his king.
Because he could not take on the Red Raids by himself.
Exactly. So Digby has been there with Midas the whole time.
The whole time.
So that stupid fucking messenger hawk that she sent, or didn't send, because anyway, it did not matter because Digby was there the whole time.
Yeah, Midas knew the whole fucking time. Like, that's what we're getting at, is Digby got there before Orin even got around to being able to send the hawk. Because she had to, you know, be sneaky about it, because that's what she's known for, is
Her
her
ability
stealth. Yeah.
to sneak.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yep.
you play D&D, guys, this is like rolling with a super disadvantage. She probably has a -5 to stealth because she's gold.
So Orin's world stops, though. Digby's alive. And Digby's been here the whole fucking time. But where is Digby? Midas tells her that he will take her to Digby if she behaves.
Yeah, he basically said he was meant to be a gift for you because I know that you're attached to the old man.
Ugh.
And my eyes rolled back so hard I gave myself a migraine. Yeah, just the manipulation that he uses.
Mhm.
It's like emotional blackmail.
It really is. And you can tell, like, in this moment, he feels desperate, right? Like, he's just grasping at anything to get Orin back under his thumb and under his control.
And she pretends to let him break her
Yeah,
because
I
she
can't.
understands that she's got,
She's got to play the game.
in order to have Digby be safe, she knows she has to get in line ish with Midas. Ish. Because she's still going to leave. But now she's going to find Digby, and
The duo is now a trio.
their duo is now a trio.
Yep. So after Midas drops that ball on her, he just saunters out of the room.
Because he lets her know there's a lot of work that they've got to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he leaves.
She cracks open the book that she stole, borrowed.
She remembers that she has the book and cracks it open.
Yep.
And it's so wonderful. It's a picture book of Anwin.
The fact that it's a picture book, like, not an actual, I don't know what I thought it was gonna be when they talked about it initially. I kind of pictured it to be, like, I don't know, someone's diary maybe, or like a dictionary almost of describing the different people of Anwin. I don't know,
That
like
would
the
have been
different
cool
types of
too.
fae. But no, it's just a picture book, and there's no words at all. It's literally just art, illustrations, glowing hills. Yeah. And she finds a picture in there of an Orion woman with eyes like her and a fey male with wings like dusk. And if this was an SJM book, I would say that that was Reese. But
I think it was her great 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 grandparents.
I think so too. Yeah. But she feels like at home seeing that picture. And like she feels recognized, I think is what I want to say. Looking at that picture.
And then she feels a little better.
Comforting.
Yeah.
And that's when she decides that she's taking Digby with her.
Yes.
She had to calm down a little bit.
Well, I mean, I would have too. Of course, Midas makes my blood pressure go up, and I'm not even there.
He's got that effect on people, especially women. But speaking of Midas, lucky number chapter 13
Yay!
is in Midas's POV.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
This is kind of an important chapter too, guys.
It really is.
It gives us a lot of information about Dew, actually, because the chapter opens with him. It's him complaining because he has to go down into the dungeons. He doesn't like the damp feel. It's cold down there.
It's dirty.
It's not, the ceiling is not high, which is intentional because, you don't want to make it comfortable for somebody you're trying to torture and kill. So,
but it's like it's humid down there too. Like somehow it's cold and humid and like clammy.
And it's messing with his clothes.
I mean, yeah.
So he goes down there. Honestly, the reason he's going down there is to talk to the mender, because the mender is the person that is in charge of the Dew.
And the contraceptives for his saddles.
Yes, which is super important because, he doesn't want to get anyone pregnant. Wait.
Oh, missed that opportunity.
Ha ha.
The puns, guys. The puns. But yeah, he talks to the mender and he makes sure that their daily dose of the contraceptive or whatever dose, I don't remember if it's daily or whatever.
And that they're all getting hooked on Dew. It's odd though that they don't mention Rissa. Although he probably doesn't even notice. He's just like, yeah, we've been dropping it off every day. And they're all definitely taking it.
It's all gone when I go back. So
if Rissa's not out there with everybody else, he probably doesn't even realize it.
Yep.
So there's Midas making sure they've got, contraceptives and drugs, because he's all about making sure
Controlling
we
women's
can make our own choices.
Yeah. Anyway, the slug climbs back up the stairs out of the basement
Yes.
where a letter is waiting for him
From his favorite woman in the whole world.
from his wifey. Also, the voice actor for Queen Melina in the audiobook is nailed it.
She's great.
That's exactly how I pictured Melina talking.
Guys, I know that we are not fans of having to pay to listen to books, but if you want to listen to all of the Plated Prisoner series, you're going to have to get Audible.
You do have to get Audible.
But it's worth it. It really is. Just to listen to those. And
Is it?
Blood of Hercules,
Okay.
yeah.
I am just going to throw out that Amazon is talking about doing like AI end to end on the narrations for the audiobooks, which would save
Yes.
them a ton of money. So if you do purchase audiobooks, that's fine. That's great. Just try to make sure that there's an actual narrator that you're
Yes.
supporting. And that way, I think the goal is that if we don't buy any of the AI generated ones, they're not going to sell. Amazon will get their shit together and realize it makes more sense just to pay the narrators. So if you want to keep humans in books, don't use AI.
Inflection is important, guys.
Yes. Yeah. And there's like, if anyone has ever listened to an AI read a book, it's awful. It's better than it was in the 80s, but like.
And honestly, it's getting better all the time, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it sucks, but do your research. I am getting more and more into audiobooks, so I'm proud of myself because I was struggling with that for a while. But yeah, anyway, Queen Melina has sent Midas a letter. Queen Melina, a real person, has penned a letter.
She is so excited.
She is
to tell him that he can go fuck himself.
I love it so much.
And she is absolutely not going to pretend to be pregnant and not going to pass off his illegitimate child as her heir.
And Midas is pissed not because, a little bit because she's defying him, but mainly because it's so inconvenient for him. He's just kind of like, why can't this lady
just get her shit together?
What I say for once. Just once in her life, I just want her to do exactly what I say.
And I still like that Melina and Oren are two sides of the same coin.
And they'll never realize it.
No.
Well, they might in the 6th book. I haven't read it. Don't spoil it for me. But
apparently there's a goldfinch in it.
Crazy. Who would have guessed?
Not me. But yeah, she's denying him. She's telling him absolutely not. And he handles it so well.
Like I'm a responsible adult.
Like the 5-year-old that he is. He handles it just like a 5-year-old would. And he immediately goes to seek revenge.
And that's when we meet Hood, who is actually... I don't hate him.
I don't either. I like him. He's a morally gray character, which we know I have a fondness for in the first place.
The definition of morally gray, though. Like, some of the morally grays are kind of like, okay.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, but he is.
Yeah.
I like, and the more we learn about him, the more he grows on you.
And he is a soldier in King Folky's army. And apparently Folky kept excellent notes about all of his soldiers because Midas, reading those notes, realizes that Hood has magic.
And I don't think Folk realized that.
No, I don't think so. So Midas realizes how important and awesome this would be for him to be able to use him as an assassin.
Yeah.
Because Hood has the ability to turn himself into a shadow.
He can like literally just dissolve himself and turn into shadow. It's really cool. So he is the sneaky assassin that Oren wants so badly to be.
Yes. She could take directions from him. He is also not exactly someone that can blend in because he has vitiligo.
Yes, so he's got like white splotches. Yeah.
So Midas hires him and says, the Cold Queen has become a problem.
Fix it.
Fix it. So Hood's assignment is to kill her.
Tonight. As soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So, I mean, Midas is spiraling. He's rapidly losing control of the women in his life, and I love that so much.
And I think this is one of the first chapters where we actually see him as a bad guy.
Yeah.
If this is your first time reading through these books, and if you've been listening to us and this is your first time, I'm so sorry, because we have absolutely spoiled that Midas is trash.
He's the fucking war.
If it's your first read through and maybe you didn't catch on that Midas was not really trying to do things
Listen,
just
some of
to
us read for
protect.
the vibe.
I know.
In your defense, the vibes with Midas should have been off. Like, I should have realized. A, he was our first love interest. B, he's blonde. The blondes never last. And C, it's Midas. Yeah.
So, but this is when we first realized that he is definitely a villain.
Well, we got a little bit of it when we learned about his history in the last Midas chapter.
Yeah, about what he did to his father.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is the first time we're seeing him spiral out of control in
Hmm.
his day-to-day life. And the first time we're finally being like, "Ooh, maybe he doesn't actually have it all together."
But he thinks he does because he thinks that he controls the prisoners and the saddles, and especially the saddles' bodies.
Yep.
So,
For some reason. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And speaking of controlling bodies and controlling saddles, chapter 14, we're back to Oren, and she is tired.
exhausted.
She is exhausted. Midas is running her ragged. She has gilded,
4 large rooms,
like, yeah, the main rooms of the castle. So that would be the throne room, probably.
which is the room that they're in right now.
Yes. And we're going to say the dining room is going to be a separate
Yeah,
room.
the formal dining room, probably some meeting
Sitting
area. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she has been gilding for 4 straight days.
Nonstop. Yeah. And she's tired. She hasn't had to use her magic
This much.
since they moved to Highbell.
Yes.
So I do think it's really interesting. So they describe her gilding everything from the ceilings down.
Mhm.
Like, she has not gilded the ceiling, she has not gilded the chandelier, nothing on the ceiling.
It's basically the walls, from the walls down to the
Down.
floor,
Yep.
that she's been able to gild in this specific room. And she had missed a spot, which is why we know that she's exhausted,
Yeah.
because Midas is super nice and points it out to her. And
Literally, the chapter opens with, "You miss a spot, Oren,"
yeah,
and Midas being a dick about it.
and her gold is sluggish right now because she's been using it so much. So
She's
it's
tired.
thick and
Yep.
goopy. I imagine it would be clotty like blood can be.
Yeah, I'm picturing, like,
It's kind of
goopy.
gross
Yeah.
to me, actually. So, and it's almost, the sun's about to set too. So she has been doing this since the sun came up.
Yep, sun up to sundown. And remember, her power only works in the sun, when the
Yes,
sun's up.
during the
So,
daylight,
yeah.
daytime, whichever way you want to say that.
Yeah.
But he does tell her that, if she keeps it up, she's definitely going to get to see Digby soon.
You're so close to being able to see Digby, just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You'll get that raise, just keep doing what you're doing.
And he really doesn't care that she is tired.
He doesn't give a fuck about her.
But he's like, let's walk you back up to your room together. I'll walk you to your room so that you can rest because you've done such a good job.
He does say something like, "I had hoped we'd get further than what we did," or
Yeah.
I suppose it looks okay for now.
Yeah, because
Like,
he's
he's
really
not.
he's
Yeah.
disappointed that the chandelier is not done and the ceiling isn't.
Yeah.
But she told him, I couldn't reach.
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as he's walking her up toward her room,
Like
and
a
I'm sure it's
gentleman.
going super slow because she's probably white.
She's wobbling. She's acting like
Yeah.
she's drunk. She's so tired.
Prince Niven shows up. He's a preteen. He's almost 13.
Yeah, because 13 is when they come into power.
And he's King Folky's son.
Yep.
And he, much like his father, is completely oblivious to anything that doesn't revolve around him.
He's also a 13-year-old boy.
Yes.
Like, let's be real. 13-year-old
He's
boys
just a 13-year-old.
Period. True.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. It's been so long since I was 13. But yeah, he's got the emotional depth of a teaspoon. Yeah. And he's got the he's Hey, I'm going to say this and just know that I'm just joking, but he's got the confidence of a mediocre man. He just does.
Just a pampered, spoiled boy.
Yeah. I mean, and I love how Midas is, like, forced to not bow to him, but like, "Hey, this is your kingdom.
Yeah.
What's up, my dude?"
Thought you
Like,
weren't feeling well.
yeah.
Are you feeling better?
And the prince is just like, "I need to talk to you," and just completely dismisses everyone around him.
And he's like, all right, I will talk to you as soon as I take my precious up to her room.
Well,
And he's like,
that's what the guards are
she's
for.
just a saddle. Just,
Yeah.
you two, come on.
Let's go.
And it's pretty much how it happens in the book. So they are trying to corral her up the stairs because it is 3 flights of stairs.
At least it's not 6.
And I can't imagine that she's going super fast.
Do you think it's only 3 flights of stairs because Midas is half the man that he was when he left Highbell?
Maybe.
Or I'm reading too far into it, and 3 flights just made sense. But anyway, guess who shows up? Orin, okay, so we say she's trying to walk up the stairs. Literally, she's walking like she's hammered.
Yeah.
Stumbling all over the place, leaning against the railing, and
And
just
she's having to stop because
trying to stay upright.
Yeah. So
Yeah. And then he shows up and he gets like close to Orin.
Yeah. And he lays into the guards for letting him get that close to Orin.
Yep. And then he scoops her up and carries her.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he's mad that the guards let him scoop her up.
Yeah. And he gets the key from the guard that's carrying the key. Because he had to get it from Midas, because, you know, only Midas can have the key.
Correct.
To Orin.
Yep.
So, yeah, he picks her up and carries her. And they have a fantastic conversation. It's great.
Is that the
It's going to be the next chapter.
Yeah.
But it still cracks me up.
Yeah, or like one of my favorite quotes in this chapter, he says something like, "Why don't you just walk up the stairs?" And Orin's like, "Oh yeah, sure. I'll just lift a horse too while I'm at it." Like, our girl is done. She is done.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, chapter 15. This one's much more fun to talk about.
Chapter 15 is a fun chapter, guys.
Okay, so
Rip is carrying her
up the stairs, swooned.
And they're joking around. Like,
they're flirting. They're full on flirting.
She is so exhausted, guys, that she's flirting, and I don't even know if she realizes it.
She doesn't know she's flirting.
A drunk girl flirting with somebody in a bar. I don't know if it even counts. I mean, it does because they both remember it. But yeah, her power is depleted. She is exhausted, and he's there.
There's just something about a man who's there for you. Like he doesn't have to literally carry you up the stairs. He's just being there. Like that's all the men who listen, which is our significant others. All we want is for you to be there. That's it. That's all we want.
And they're having a little conversation. He tells her she's very floppy.
And she says, "You're very hard." Which is something I would say to my boyfriend, like just completely joking around. But
and he deadass says, "You have no idea."
That's such a great pickup line.
It really is. And he does such a good job of flirting with her. This is a side of him she has not seen before. Mm-hmm. She has seen stern, angry, frustrated. I think these are all the same face. A little bit of teasing, but this is soft and this is flirt. Mm-hmm. And this is taking care of her.
Yes.
So this is a side that he's tried to do it before, like when she was sick, when they were on the road, but she did not trust him enough.
Yep.
At this point, she definitely trusts him because she's letting him carry her. So
which is great. There's also a line where he says she falls over and he goes to catch her and she says something about like, "Thanks." I don't remember exactly what she says. And he says, "I'll do that anytime you need catching, Goldfinch." Mm-hmm. And I'm swooning over here. The line that kills me in this chapter set, though, is, "I gave you a choice and you chose him." Mm-hmm. Which is, it's Rip reminding her that she made a choice. It's reminding both of them. I think it's a way for him to remind both of them that she made a choice and he's got to respect it.
And this is when he has her up on, so they're on the second floor at this point, and they're talking because he tells her where his room is and what the door looks like. Mm-hmm. There's a snowflake on my door. I'm on, because she's like, "Where are we?" It's like she finally realizes what's happening. Because, just a reminder for everybody, he's not supposed to be carrying her.
He's not supposed to be touching her.
This is a huge no-no. Yeah. And she kind of freaks out at one point, and she's like, "You should not be carrying me." And he's like, "What? Are you afraid your
king?
Your king is going to find out?" And she's like, "I could be gelding." No, and she has that confusion herself. She was worried that she could turn him gold. And she said something about, I don't think gold is your color. And then
Au
there's my
contraire.
favorite line of this book, actually probably the whole series, where he says, gold has become my new favorite color.
I really appreciate the gifts that I sent you about that when we talked about it today.
Yeah, that was a Midas, by the way. I don't know. Did you know that was a Midas?
Yes.
Okay. You suck so bad. You know what? Go to your room.
It was
Tell
either
Mama how to
that
lock you in.
it was either that or Scrooge McDuck, and the Midas one was just funnier.
I like Scrooge McDuck.
Well, see, I couldn't do that one then. Anyway, they're flirting, they're
Yes.
touching,
Yes.
they're dropping hot lines,
They're almost about to kiss, and they don't.
and then they don't. The edging in this book series so far has been
Because that's when they have the conversation about her choosing him being Midas instead of
set up Rip,
Slade, Rip,
Slade, Ravager,
Ravager,
whoever
whoever you
all
want
the
him to
same.
be. That's who
Yep.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain I'm dying today.
I
It's
think
fine.
you are.
It's going to be fine, though.
But Oren kicks back. So this is the next chapter. This is chapter 16.
Yes.
Oren kicks back and says, I'm not choosing him. I am choosing me. And this is something that she's needed to do since page 1. And we're 3 books in.
And he's still carrying her at this point. He's kind of pissed off because he's hurt and
He's
angry
frustrated. Yeah.
because she chose Midas. And when she says, I don't choose him not anymore. I'm choosing me. He misses a step.
I love it.
And
I don't
then
love that
keeps
he missed a
walking.
step, but
Well, like he doesn't
Yeah.
fall, but like
yeah,
he pauses
stutters. Yeah.
and then starts walking again.
I'm so happy for her.
Because when she says that, it's so good for her.
She needed to do it for
Yeah.
2 books. 2 and a
then
half.
He gets her to her room, and of course Schofield is there because Schofield is always there. And he's like, what the f is going on here?
No one's
This
supposed to
poor
touch
man.
her.
I'm going to say this every time, but I feel so bad for Schofield, guys.
He just wants to do his job.
And Rip is unlocking the door and getting her into her room, and he's looking around. The fire's almost completely out. And he's like,
There's no food. Like, it's
where do
just
you want me to put you? And she's like, can you take me to the balcony? I just want to sit outside. So he grabs a pillow
and a blanket. Ugh.
takes her out, drops the pillow on the chair, drops her on the pillow, and covers her with the blanket.
It's not that hard.
And
Like, that's the bare minimum.
and like she thinks he leaves, and so she has a moment where she's hurt and she cries
Yeah.
a little bit because
Well,
why not? You're exhausted and that
Mhm.
shit just happened.
That was very emotionally charged.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, he stoked the fire, literally.
I think she took a little nappy.
Well, she was
'Cause
tired.
He starts the fire for her again, and then somebody brings food for her, and he takes it and brings it out to her and sets it next to her, and he's going to leave, and she grabs his wrist and stops him.
This is the first time she's made the first move.
Yeah, it's the first time she's actively
Reached out.
intentionally touched him.
Yeah.
And she's like, do you want to eat with me? And he just stands there for a little bit.
He's confused. He doesn't know what to do. Like, the signals have been so mixed.
Yeah. And she finally goes, you know what? Never mind. I understand. I'm still pissed at you anyway, so. And I'm sure you're angry with me now, too.
So she's insecure. She's confused.
Well, yeah.
She's scared. She put herself out there, and he didn't immediately return. So she's freaking out. It's tough putting yourself out there and not getting the expected result. Yeah. Yeah.
And Rip decides to have dinner.
Yes, he
with
stays.
Oren.
Despite her trying to backtrack and be like, you don't have to.
Yeah. And so they're sitting there and they're eating, and they are absolutely not touching. They're making sure that they're inches.
There's a point to yeah.
And she actually comments about how Fifth Kingdom has really sweet food because she's eating a honeyed ham, which, by the way, we have a recipe for.
She's eating the biscuits now, isn't
She's eating sweet rolls.
Yep.
And the fruit is covered in some kind of red sauce.
Which is, of course, sweet.
She's really happy about this. Normally she would complain about it, but she likes it because every time she licks her fingers, Slade's watching her. So, and then I think they ask, she's like, so are you still angry with me? I'm still mad at you. And he's like livid. So they're still joking a little bit back and forth.
They're trying.
Yeah.
There's definitely a weird tension there now. But they're
Yes. And they are, this is where they're having the conversation about he was really upset with himself for not being as open with her as he could have. But at the same time, he's not apologetic about it
no, it's
because,
more like an explanation.
yeah, and she's trying to get him to prove to her that he's trustworthy.
And I don't blame her.
I don't
I
either.
think our girl has trust issues. I think she needs a minute to be single, personally. I think every girl needs to go through a period of being single, but
And she kind of loses, as Commander Rip, she's fine with him.
mhm.
But then she remembers that he's Ravenger.
And she has a hard time
And she
reconciling
has,
that.
and when he sees her in her mind, because she's fine with the flirting and stuff, and then she
Mhm.
remembers who he is,
Mhm.
and he's like, and there it is.
That's it. Yep, you just remembered that I'm also King Ravenger. And I don't blame Orin for having a hard time
No.
reconciling that.
Nope.
Like, I think I would struggle with it too.
I would too.
I
So, in order for her to get more used to his rowdy side,
was gonna say kingly form
kingly form works too, probably better. He changes
in front of
into
her. Yeah.
her, into
Into.
him,
Yep.
and he's actually right in front of her. His hands are on the sides of her chair, on the arms of her chair, and he is right there, guys.
Leaning in.
Yep.
So, okay, I gotta ask. When you were reading this, did you also like try to stand up and like figure out what position they were in?
I just figured she was in the chair and he was
Leaning against it and like in her
leaning over
space?
it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then he says the best 4 words, the 4 words that every woman wants to hear.
I brought you chocolate.
The third best words that every woman wants to hear. I'm choosing you too.
So sweet. So cute. So romantic.
And when he does that and she sees him in his kingly form, it happens, guys.
They make out. They make out hard.
They
They do
finally,
like 16-year-old making out.
yeah, like first kiss ever. Okay, except more experienced than that.
But
But
it's still like any first kiss, right? The first part of the relationship is always the most fun.
yeah,
When every touch means something and you're still flirting and you're still trying to impress each other and you're still trying.
yeah. And it's like they're learning each other's
What makes them tick. Yes.
exactly.
Yep.
And there's a lot of active participants in this kiss.
Yeah. Um Rip, Oran's ribbons.
Yep.
Everyone's involved and everyone is having a
Fantastic
fantastic
time.
time. Yep.
That was not intentional, guys.
But that was
That was
great.
great, but it wasn't on purpose. So
Yeah.
he even reaches down and touches her ribbon, which she really likes. And the ribbons definitely like.
I'm pretty sure Midas has never done that
Mm-mm.
based on that reaction.
Well, I still maintain that she hid the ribbons from Midas.
Nah,
Like, he knew they existed and they were on her. He
but not
didn't
that they were
realize that they
like
were
sentient.
sentient.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then
So they're making out. Ribbons are involved.
he tries to pull away.
No,
He
sir.
ends the kiss
No,
and
sir.
starts to try and stand up, but the ribbons have other ideas.
He's literally wrapped up in her.
Yeah. And he thinks it's fantastic. It makes him so happy.
I love that so much.
And she has to actually force the ribbons off of him. And she's so embarrassed about it. Like, I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Yeah.
So, but I think this is probably my favorite book kiss.
Okay. I'll give you that. And I'm a Rowan girly through and through. But this is a hot kiss.
I'm not a Rowan girly.
I know, and we're still friends.
That's because we don't have to share.
You can have all the Lorcan you want.
See?
No, this was a hot first, especially for a first kiss.
Yes.
This one was a hot kiss. Yeah.
And the fact that he does it in the fact that he does it in his Ravager form is important because it lets her
Connect
tie
those
the two
dots.
together.
Yeah.
So, she's taking the ribbons off of him and he has to change back into Slade. Rip. He has to change back into Rip because he's always Slade. And that clicks it into her mind that they are the same person.
I don't know how to say this without making it sound like he's manipulating her, but he knows how her mind works. and he knows what to do to help reconcile and connect those dots.
I don't think it's manipulating her so much as helping her work through it.
I know, but like coming fresh off of Midas, it feels like
Yeah.
everything's a manipulation. You know what I mean? So I think my favorite line out of this whole chapter that we just covered is hopefully that clears that up, or
Mhm.
hopefully that clears things up, because that is such a Slade thing to say. Just cocky and confident male, you know?
Yep.
But anyway, we have waited, I don't know, 3 fucking books, 2.5 books for anything other than a smooch, and it finally happened.
Yes.
And then after that, we get an ice bath, and now we have to go talk about Queen Melina.
Oh, but we have the important part that happened right at the end
Oh, what happened at the end?
when he's leaving and she says something about Goodnight Slade. She actually uses his name for the first time.
Ah,
And that makes him happy too. It did. It made him happy. Okay, so chapter 17.
Queen
Queen
M.
Melina,
Yep.
your favorite lady.
She's just an ice queen, and I love her for it.
It, sorry. At this point in the books, she's still kind of an entitled bitch.
Yes, she will be an entitled bitch.
She's gonna be a bitch the whole time,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
But I think the entitlement kind of
It
it
peaked.
it
Yeah,
does. Yeah, but
yeah,
this is at the height of it right
yeah.
here.
Yep.
Like this is the height of her entitled. This and the next. I think there's another chapter that's like, girl,
Bring it down a notch.
yeah.
Yeah.
But this chapter starts with her at the top of the towers where the actual bell is.
Mhm.
And she's touching the frozen gold bricks that used to actually be brick. And they're cold, guys, because
Well, because it's the
metal
6th kingdom, it's up in a fucking tower, and it's
and it's
metal.
metal.
Yeah.
So
And
she's
she's
watching riots.
her whole kingdom is rioting against her
Yes.
leadership.
Yep.
And she's frustrated. She's like, "Don't these peasants understand that Midas is the one who did all this to them?"
I had them. I had them for just a little while.
Yep, they were in my control.
Mhm.
Yeah. So this is when she's starting to unravel.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's upset about the city rioting. She's
Mhm.
upset about the gold castle that she's been trying so hard to put back the way it was before it was gilded.
She also talks about how so she's on that tower that we talked
Mhm.
about, and she's talking about how when the tower was built, the rumor is it cost 100 builders their lives, but her
Mhm.
ancestors didn't care. The Colliers just don't give up, and that is such a Melina move. Like, that's something
Yeah.
of course she would bring up. Yeah.
So she's got riots going. The people that are supposed to be
Her advisors.
her advisors are missing. The construction and painting guys have not shown up since the riots started.
Mhm.
And she pitches a fit about that part.
Yep.
She's like, fine, then stop paying them and hire some new people. And her guards are
There's no one else. No one's gonna
okay.
come here.
So,
Yeah. Because not only is the city rioting, but like all the riots from the slums to the boutiques is how it's phrased in the book.
mhm.
But they're all riding against a castle, and it's
Yep.
like crossing any picket line. Like, you're gonna be called a scab, everyone's gonna hate you, and it's not gonna work well in your favor. So why would you take a job at the castle?
Yeah.
Like, why would you?
And she's walking back and she's like, I'm just gonna get something to eat. I'm going to my room.
Like the queen she is.
And then one of the guards is like, you have a guess.
The Hojat?
It's Pruin.
No.
So if you don't remember Pruin, he was the dude on that's cart blocked her way from escaping when she was giving gifts, air quotes gifts, to the peasants
Yes. He was the
in the town.
shady traveling merchant.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was the gypsy. It's okay. Just say it. It's fine.
But he gave her a map that
Yes.
included the seventh kingdom and said, like, this will tell you what your heart desires or something
Yeah, his
to that
magic
effect.
will tell you what your heart's desire is. And his magic
Gave her an
showed her,
outdated map.
yeah, which, is kind of sus. But he's been visiting her off and on since then. And while she doesn't want to buy any of his junk,
Her words.
she definitely likes the information that he's giving her, which is how she knew the riots were about to start in the first place.
It's true. Yeah, he's been kind of like an inside man for her.
Yeah. So he's there visiting, and they're talking about the riots, and she's like, "I'm really not in the mood to talk to you today. Can you just get?" And he's like, "Have you heard of someone named Gifford?"
Who's Gifford?
You know who Gifford is. The messenger man from Midas that said he was doing the work of God.
Yeah, that guy.
So her poking fun at him was stupid. And this is proof of it, because guess what Gifford's been doing ever since she gave him the letter that said, "Fuck off, Midas."
Is he starting the riots?
He's starting the riots. He's going from bar to bar,
starting nasty rumors,
spreading rumors, and just pushing for rebellion, and talking about how much better their life was when
under
Midas was there. So he
Does this
didn't.
sound familiar, guys? Does this sound like anything that happens in the world ever?
No, no. Sorry. So
Anyway, so instead of taking the Timberwing back to the Fifth Kingdom, he stayed around and sowed some discontent. Which
it's
is
going
like,
really well for him.
that's something that Midas would tell him to do anyway. So really, he was just being a good employee.
I'm fairly
And
certain that Midas already knew what was going to happen
yeah,
and was like, when she does this,
do this.
do this.
Yep.
Because Midas doesn't trust any woman.
Well, in his defense, his mom left him with a drunk.
True.
Queen Melina's Queen Melina. And now
Yeah.
Oren's pulling some shady shit, so.
Yeah. And Melina is just her, like, everybody is doing her dirty.
In her mind.
I mean, yeah.
She still got Geo.
Her saddle. Who actually loves her.
Like, he legit loves her.
That wasn't meant to be confusion. He actually does love her.
And I don't think Melina realizes it at this point.
But she still just sees herself as, this is her world.
Poor little queen. Poor little queenie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Highbell is rioting.
Mm-hmm.
And
Melina is pouting.
And her solution to all of this uprising is just slaughter them all. I'm just done with them.
Yeah.
If they're not going to play, then we'll just slaughter them all. Which is,
I'm fairly certain leadership-wise that this is a bad idea.
Like, I'm in leadership in my grown-up job, and this is not something I would do if the people were rioting.
Well, and asking your guards, who probably live in the town, because they can't afford to live in the castle.
And who are also, the peasants.
And they're probably related to the people that are rioting.
Or their neighbors or friends or,
So asking them to go out and kill
that's
their
a good
friends
point.
and family is
probably not ideal.
A terrible idea.
Yeah. Her hotline in this chapter is, "I'll have every last rebel killed and ring the bell in the tower as the frost covers their thankless corpses," which is chills, girl, chills.
And Pruin is still pushing her to get to that Seventh Kingdom.
He's literally like, "No one here likes you. You might as well leave. Leave while you can still be alive."
Am I the only one that kind of thought he was sus?
Oh, I thought he was in Midas's pocket.
Oh, I didn't think he was in Midas's pocket. I thought he was playing his own game. But I also didn't think his power was showing you exactly what you want. I think it's showing exactly what he wants.
Yeah.
So,
which, spoiler alert, that's true. I mean, yeah. Whatever. Melina thinks that she's using Pruin. Pruin's using Melina.
Yes.
Everyone's using each other. So
Gifford is having the best, is living his best life.
I mean, honestly, like, if my job was to go down and sow chaos, I would sign me up.
Sign me up to be the chaos coordinator.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah. Pruin is still pushing her towards Seventh Kingdom, though, kind of like what we said, and Melina's resisting. She's like, "There's nothing there. It's not the Barons, but it might as well be."
Yeah.
Kind of thing. I mean, yeah.
And that's kind of where it ends.
Kinda, yeah. Melina's unhinged, Highbell's on fire, Gifford is Giffording.
Yes.
And Pruin is sipping that tea and causing chaos. Okay,
so
chapter 18.
We go to chapter 18.
That comes after 17.
And it's Oren again.
Back to Oren.
I wonder what she's thinking about. It's definitely not that kiss that she just had the night before.
Remember, she was fucking exhausted. So between the physical exhaustion, the emotional turmoil that she just went through, and all the mental spiraling she's had to do, I cannot imagine waking up that next morning. What would you even feel?
I mean, on the plus side, she got to sleep most of the day.
True.
Because when she's getting woken up, it's to get ready for dinner.
Yeah.
To
But
meet
she needed it.
Queen Kalia. So we have Melina and Kalia.
I'm not saying that was lazy, Raven, but I'm side-eyeing you a little bit.
There had to be a reason for the names. I trust her.
Okay, if you say so. But Schofield, being Schofield, wakes up Oren. And I think she's still stewing kind of over everything that happened last night.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, hey, just so you know, need you to get up, get dressed, get pretty. You're going to dinner. Also, since we're here, it's time for an inspection.
Room inspection, like you're in fucking...
Which she's so used to it, though.
True.
Like, when you see, she just kind of sighs and kind of freaks out a bit because,
Right, illegal paybook.
So she's got to hide it real quick. And then they're just going through everything. And
they
have a checklist, guys.
Yep.
To make sure that everything that she had is still there.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not giving away any of her stuff that's gilded.
So remember the trouble she's been having with Risa?
Yeah.
This is why Oren knew that the room inspections were coming.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But she does manage to hide the book. She manages to get dressed and to go down and have dinner.
It's going to be good. It's going to be great, especially since the sun's still out. So she can't even eat yet.
True. So she's just chilling at the dinner table, wishing she could drink some wine.
And when she gets there, Midas is like, sit here, my sweet, which is right next to her, which he's never done.
Yeah, ever.
At one of these dinners.
Suspicious.
Oh, yeah.
That's sus.
So she sits down, and across from her is Queen Kalia and Kalia's brother, Manu, and his husband, Keon.
Really wanted to like Manu. I really wanted to like him.
Yeah.
And I did like him for 2 books, a book.
Yes.
Yes. But I do want to talk about the LGBTQ plus representation that we have in this book. We don't see that. I think we're seeing it more and more, but I don't expect it. You know what I mean?
It's super open in this, and from the get-go that man is the sub.
100%. Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
You just know, guys.
You just know. Read the book, and then let us know what you think.
Their banter is fantastic.
Yeah, Manu and Oren hit it off right away. They click, and one day I'll learn to never trust my opinion of men. I really like Manu.
Can we also talk about the food real quick? Oh, Prince Niven is also here.
Of course he is.
Along with advisors and other people that are...
Other royalty or higher ups.
All of them.
Yeah.
And the food, guys. The food, okay? I'm fatty and I like food. Oren puts oatmeal on her plate.
She can't eat, so...
It's dinner. I know that there's a thing called breakfast for dinner, guys. I get it. When I'm like, oh, I'm going to have dinner, it's never, I should have oatmeal.
No, it's like waffles.
I want waffles and pancakes and French toast. I want hash browns and scrambled eggs and bacon or sausage. I don't want oatmeal. This was the most offensive thing to me.
So this is your white horse, is what I'm getting.
It just bugs me. It's fine. I'll get over it. I'll get over it. But okay.
Oh, anyway. Slade's also there.
Late.
Ravenger's there, right? It's Ravenger.
Both of them.
Rip and Not Rip are both there.
King Ravenger and Not Rip are both there, along with the rest of
the Wrath.
The Wrath in their armor. But he kind of moseys in late because Niven is talking about it, and King Midas is mad about it.
Well, it's such a power move.
He does his 6 taps.
6 taps, pause. 6 taps, pause. 6
yeah.
Taps. Yeah.
But, and he's talking to Oren, and Queen Kalia is like, I've never seen you gild anything.
Can you gild anything for me?
And he's like, absolutely. And this is a huge power move.
No problem.
That Oren decides to have right now, because he's like, darling, will you hand me your goblet? And this is right after, okay, she's already mad at him because he's not gonna let her drink tonight.
Mm-hmm. No wine for her.
Only water. And she is pissed. And then he's like, "Will you hand me your goblet?" And she goes to hand it to him, which is a game that they've played before, where she would slide off a little bit of her glove
Yep.
and let it touch.
Yep. And it was a sleight of hand magician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the time he got it, it would be gilded. She doesn't do it this time.
She stares at him and just watches him panic a little bit.
And so he's pinching her leg
Hard.
hard
Because he's pissed.
because she's not doing what he wants her to do. And so he tries to get her to do the goblet again, and instead she gilds the table.
Yep. Good
Which
for
is,
her.
I mean, it's a lot more dramatic, so that was kind of cool.
It's such a petty thing to do, and I'm
It
here
is.
for it.
But she's there, Midas was such a jerk to her at this dinner.
He was a massive douche.
Yeah, because he pinches her leg really hard, and Slate sees it.
He notices Oren's face.
Yeah.
Even though she does a really good job of hiding it because she's used to it.
Mm-hmm.
He notices her face.
And then everybody's talking, and he kind of nags her a few times during this because, well, she's a saddle and he's trying to put her in her place. And the truth is, he's just angry because Schofield, being the good soldier that he is, told Midas that Commander Rip carried her upstairs.
I feel so bad for Schofield. This man just wants to do his job,
Yeah.
and there's no winning for him.
No, there's not.
No, he's stuck between two kings and just Schofield.
So Midas is trying to prove to everyone that Oren is his. So when the sun goes down and she can finally eat, she's starving, still hasn't gotten a drop of damn water because, well, one, her goblet's gone.
Yeah.
And two, nobody's giving her water or anything to drink. And Midas, in a power play, wants her to play the harp. And she tries to say no, that she doesn't want to because she's enjoying her conversation with Manu and Keon.
Yep.
And they're talking about drinking games and about the Third Kingdom. And
it's a super chill conversation.
They're really enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't want to. I haven't played in months. And he's like, you're self-taught, though. My precious taught herself.
Because he locked her in a cage and gave her nothing else to do.
And when she doesn't immediately agree again, he starts to pinch her arm to get her to agree.
Mm-hmm.
And finally she agrees. She says something about being tired, and he's like, that's fine. I'm sure King Ravenger would loan us Commander Rip to carry you. And that's how she knows.
She knows that he knows that she knows.
And since it's not real Rip, it's just pretend Rip. When he finally agrees to carry her, he just kind of flips her over his shoulder like a bag of flour.
He's so like, I don't want to be involved in this.
And I love it.
It's, how do I say this without giving away spoilers? It's such a, no.
I just like the way he did it because it just kind of proved that he was trying to prove that Rip is not interested in Oren.
But the way that he did it was such a younger brother move.
Like it absolutely is. It is.
I'm stuck doing this because of course I am.
So, and they're doing that, and Kalia is trying to talk to Niven.
Mm-hmm.
Whichever.
Difference. Yeah.
About power, and he's bragging about when he comes into his power, he's going to be more powerful than his father, maybe even more powerful than King Midas himself, almost as powerful probably as Rot.
Almost.
Which is, I think that's when Ravenger actually shows up.
Yeah.
Is when they're having this, and everybody's like, oh God.
This kid is 13. Like, he just has not, although he's 13 and grew up in the castle, so you would think that he would know not to do that faux pas.
Yeah. Well, and Kalia is trying to be kind to him and telling him about when she came into her power. Mm-hmm. And Manu is like, yeah, you used to like to take my voice away from me. And her best line in the whole book is here.
Some people who annoy me enough with the abuse of their voice lose the privilege of having it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I love that one.
That is a solid line.
Yes.
I have a different favorite line.
For her?
Not for Kalia.
Oh, okay.
But a favorite line in this chapter. Yeah.
Ooh, what's your favorite line from this chapter?
So it's Oren is talking about how frustrated she is with Midas.
Yes.
And she says the only reason I'll be bending the knee for him again is to jerk it right back up and nail him in the groin. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I want that on a t-shirt.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Niven. Even.
I think I
like,
combined chapter 19 with chapter 18, guys.
it's fine. It all blurs together.
It does.
Yeah, because Slade rolls in at chapter 19.
Yeah, Slade rolls in at chapter 19. I'm sorry, guys. I'm terrible tonight.
We worked all day. These chapters do blur together. They really do.
These two really do.
Yeah.
For apparently for me especially, because
Well, it's still the dinner scene. The whole thing is the dinner scene.
It's the dinner scene. Slade's with his wrath. They're showing up. Fake Rip is there. I really want to know about this whole Fake Rip thing because he's got spiky armor, not spikes.
Yep.
He
doesn't have the aura,
and he doesn't have the same confidence as Real Rip.
Yep.
And this is the chapter where he gilds the table.
Where Oren gilds the table.
That's what I said. And partway through the meal, Midas is forcing her to play the harp.
Yeah. Yep. And I like Kalia in this one because she's pushing Midas to do something that we know he can't do.
And I think she might have an idea of that too.
You think she has suspicions?
Well, she can pick up a conversation from anywhere. Who's to say she wasn't here when Oren was gilding the rooms?
When Midas was giving her all the instructions and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and if there's been other rumors, Midas and Oren have been together for 10 years. Surely rumors have existed since then.
Yeah. And she can pick up conversations and just store them for later.
Yep. Yeah. And she can throw her voice or throw your voice, I guess. So, yeah, I do feel like she had suspicions. I do wonder if Melina also had suspicions. And in her I need allies trip, she might have suggested something to Kalina too. Or to Kalia.
That's possible because us women's got to stick together.
We do have to stick together. Kalia does not play that.
No.
Neither does Melina. But we do. We are girls here.
Yeah. But yeah, so Kalia does a really good job of trying to keep the conversation going. She is definitely a lady who was taught to keep the polite conversation going, which is really nice. And she's just really good about pretending. If something awkward is happening, you just ignore it and continue on with your conversation or try and redirect.
Right.
Which is what she does so well.
Kalia is, at first and foremost, she is a politician. She knows how to work the room. She knows what to say, when to say it, how to smooth things over between everybody. She's a great politician. But when you have all the dirt on everyone, all the secrets on everyone, how could you not be a great politician?
But even she can't really, when he gets ripped to carrier, I don't even think she could make that one less awkward.
No.
And then he just plops her in the seat to play the harp.
It makes me laugh so much. It's such a younger brother, baby brother move.
Yeah.
But is that where the chapter ends? Basically, it's just that dinner?
She's playing the harp during the dinner. It's not even about the actual playing. It's just the power play to get her there. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's pretty much where it ends is she's playing the harp and Slade doesn't say anything even though he sees what Midas is doing to her. And Midas is being Midas. He thinks he's winning in this, just so you know. Yeah, Midas is convinced that he's winning. Yeah. Midas thinks he's winning because Oren's playing the harp like he told her to. And King Ravager didn't say anything. And he embarrassed Rip in his mind.
So it's kind of a throwback to how Oren was treated in the first book, right? Where she was told to just sit down, shut up, play the harp, and let the men speak.
Yes.
Same shit, different castle is how the chapter ends. And that's, at least we didn't end on a cliffhanger, I guess.
Thank goodness, because you hate that.
That's how I ended up reading a whole book in a day.
Why?
Because I don't handle cliffhangers well. Because I'm a millennial and I grew up in the age of instant gratification. Yeah.
Would you like to hear a funny moment from the book?
Always.
During this chapter, just so you guys know.
Yes.
Between Manu and Keon. So after Oren gets dropped onto her stool by the harp, it says the dining room is achingly quiet for a second until Manu demands, "Why don't you carry me around like that?" And Keon responds with, "Because you weigh about 100 pounds more than me." So they fill in that awkward gap.
They're pulling the gay BFF thing. You know what I mean? They just,
It was great. And
Yeah.
it cracked me up a little. But it was a nice tension breaker
That needed to
that
happen for
needed to
sure.
happen right at the end of this chapter because it's literally Rip drops her
And then silence.
and then silence and then Manu and his husband and then she's knowing her role.
But so you can see how Manu and Kalia were raised, right? Like they were both
Yes.
raised in the courts. They both knew this is weird. How can we alleviate this?
Yes.
So, yeah.
So
Yep.
that was kind of neat and funny.
So to recap, Orin hates Midas, wants to bang Rip. Fake Rip and Slade are not the same person.
Not the same person.
Not the same person. We got a new queen, Queen Kalia.
Yes.
She's got a gay brother and his husband. Prince Niven doesn't know how to have any social graces. And Orin is back in the same shit, different castle.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
It was a super quick recap.
But it covered chapters 18 and 19, so
Sure did.
well done.
Thanks. So thank you so much for listening to Corks and Cauldron. Be sure to follow us at Corks and Cauldron on all of your favorite socials. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Threads.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please rate and review us. Share us with your booksties, besties, tell the world. It's the best way to spread the word and help our podcast grow. Because Corks and Cauldron is a self-funded labor of love, and your support helps keep the magic alive.
And our glass is full.
So join our Patreon community today at patreon.com/Corks and Cauldron, and maybe even treat us to a bottle of wine.
And if you have recommendations or suggestions for wine or drinks that we should have or food that we should make, definitely drop us a comment. Let us know. We're always down to try new recipes.
Mm-hmm. And new
Jen
drinks.
does a lot of baking, so I don't know if any recipe will actually be new for her, but yeah. Our episodes drop every Thursday, and we're sticking with Gleam. It'll be chapters
20 through 29.
20 through 29. Yes. So
Until then, eat,
drink,
and get lost in a good book.
cheers.
Cheers.